Hello and welcome to the channel. You join me monitoring the position of the ISS. You can see here it's just left South America heading towards Europe. On this website here you can see there's a pass at 11:29 for 10 minutes for my location. That's 12:29 local time. The reason this pass is special is because the Radio Society of Great Britain and ARISS are in connection with the Girlguiding group Surrey West and Brooklands Museum. There's going to be a special contact with Sunita Williams, the astronaut on the ISS, whose call sign is Kilo Delta 5 Papa Lima Bravo. And the Girlguiding Patron, Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Edinburgh, is also going to attend the visit and hopefully make contact with the ISS. The whole event is to promote engagement and involvement of girls and young women in STEM subjects, science, technology, engineering, maths. And I'm just setting up. I've got the rig down here, the TS2000 on 145-800, give or take. Doppler, I'll need to move that around a bit, and I'll drop the squelch as well. So fingers crossed, in about another 10 minutes we'll hear the pass in the event. So I've got the RIT engaged just to go a bit higher than 800. And then as the ISS passes, the Doppler will shift it in a lower frequency. Let's see where we can hear.
Your Royal Highness, yes, I am ready. I'm glad to hear your voice.
There we go. So we can't hear the uplink, but we can hear the downlink from the ISS. So we won't hear the questions, but we'll hear the answers.
Well, I think my biggest influence had to be my parents, who are just allowed me or, showed me the way to try anything and don't worry about failing, don't worry about having a little bit of trouble, but just try different things and be encouraged. I think those were my biggest advocates for when I was a kid and trying to do things that were a little bit different. So I would have to say my parents, and I would say to the girls there, that same advice, just try anything and see what you like. Don't be stuck in one thing or another. See what science, technology, engineering, math, arts, what you find that you like and pursue it. Over. So yes, we do have free time, and so a lot of the times we want to look at our beautiful planet. So we have an amazing window called the cupola, where we can look down. Like I was looking just earlier and saw this big hurricane in the Atlantic Ocean. Right now we're coming off the coast of Spain, so coming close to you. So those are some of the best things to do, and take pictures of our wonderful planet, as well as I write a journal. Over. Question. We have 16 sunrises and sunsets in one 24-hour period. So how do we live like that? We use Greenwich Mean Time because that's in the middle of our mission control centers in the United States, in Russia, in Japan, and in Germany. So we try to keep a normal schedule for us as well as a normal schedule for our folks that support us. Well, actually, when I was a kid, I really wanted to be a veterinarian. I read James Harriet's book, and that was my primary thought of, I love animals, so I would like to be a veterinarian, and I love science. I ended up going into the military, and that's how I became a pilot and a test pilot. But I might, after I get done with this astronaut thing, become a veterinarian. We'll see. Over.
That reference to James Harriet, a local vet about 20 miles south of here in Yorkshire.
The best things I think we could take with us are pictures of our family and friends. I also have a stuffed animal from my elementary school, and some little pieces of jewelry that remind me of my parents. Over. Probably the hardest part is leaving family and friends for for a period of time, but being up here on the space station, we actually have the opportunity to talk to them, which is great, so we could bring them along with us. But I also do really miss my dogs, because I can't talk to them while I'm up here. Over.
And we might lose the signal a bit as the ISS goes overhead.
There really is no comparison because we don't have the opportunity to eat what we can eat on Earth. So what we have up here is pretty good. Actually, we had ice cream last night after dinner, and I had some chicken fajitas with the tortilla, so it's not bad. Over. You know what I miss about Earth is rain and wind. Like taking my dogs for a walk, that's what I usually get to experience, and we don't have any of that up here. Over. My third time staying here, about 3.5 months, and we'll stay until February. So it's like a school year to be up here. Over. Great question. I actually didn't really even believe it. I went through the motions for all the training, but really I didn't believe it until the rocket that I was on started leaving the planet, and I could feel all that vibrations, and we were going, and then it became a reality. Over. Wow, that's an amazing question because we can see so many stars. It's so amazing. We don't have the atmosphere that blurs our vision, you know, those water droplets, and so we can actually see like billions and billions of stars in the Milky Way, and more recently we're seeing this comet, and I think you on Earth can see it as well. Over. So I think the question was, is space hot or cold? It's both, actually. We don't have the atmosphere to protect us and blanket us, so sometimes it's very hot and sometimes it's very cold. Protect us from that. Over. Space, yes it does. When we open a hatch, after a portion of the space station has been exposed to the outside space, smelling. So it does smell like something else. So sleeping is a little bit weird. You have to get used to it because you're floating, so you don't have a bed to lay down on. Sometimes I take my sweatshirt and wrap it around my neck so it feels like a pillow, and that helps me fall asleep. Over. My favorite planet probably is Earth because I can wear my bathing suit. On the other planets, I wouldn't get to do that, and I wouldn't get to jump in the ocean and swim. I think for beauty, though, I love Saturn. I always loved Saturn since I was a little kid. Over. Yes, I have done a spacewalk on my last mission, the International Space Station, and then that broke outside. So spacewalks are amazing because you're in your own little spacecraft, but it's also a little scary. You want to make sure that you're always tethered to the space station itself. But it's really rewarding when you can fix something outside and then come back in. Over. And I'm not sure if you can still hear me. Thank you so much to everyone for tuning in. Thank you to the Duchess of Edinburgh for inviting us to this event today. November Alpha 1SS. Over.
So I think they've lost contact now, and the transmission's ended. So a good pass, good clarity, good signal, yeah, and really good questions by the sound of it, and a good way of answering questions so you get an idea of what's being asked. So yeah, really interesting. Thanks for watching.